Alright, this is a video explaining Sycraia and the water runes. The polls that I do, this isn't a video on how much trash loot I make, but more on the rotations that you can do. It can change depending on what type of gear you have and how much AP you have. If you have 269, you might do the first rotation that I'm showing you, which is more suited towards, but if you're over clearing, you have more AP, you might do the second one that I'll show you. Also depends on your gear. If you have DR or deep or Eva, if you're DR, you want to actually go for, or you can come here when you're 324. It's doable, but you have to be careful. But if you're evasion, try go for 331 DP at least. Right, I'll show you the first pull, which I do. Usually you want to start off here. Make sure you bring it to the Kariba. As a general rule of thumb, most of your pulls will go to Karibas, as they're the ones that don't move as far. And they have the stationary animations. See, I would leave like 2 here. I wouldn't fully clear the pack because mobs in Sycraia can pull really far. So I pull over here. We'll take Frigid into Earthquake, and then your Sigil Lightning combo. Reposition if you need to. Right, I'll clear the first pack here. Then a few mobs are behind, which is okay. But I want to make sure I pull this crab on the right. And I'll put it all the way over here to the left. I'll E-buff, C-buff here if I need to. I'll put a red orb, so I can overpull, and I can take my aggro. I'll just rotate all my skills here. You can use Bomb Earthquake as well. Rotate, Equilibrium Break. I'll leave those 2 because it's going to take too long. I'll just double TP to the next pack. Buff up when you're waiting for mobs. Same thing. Usually, for me, when I take down the tower, I'll move on to the second pack. I'll bring those over here. Then I'll kill half of them. Half of them's killed. I'll move over, put a red orb here to overstack the aggro. And I use reposition, I'll reposition to the back. Up the TP to the next pack. Same thing. When you pull the pack, try to make sure if when there's a Kariba, you're standing to the back of it when you're pulling. Because when you do that, the Kariba will turn around, and they have a pretty slow ass turning around animation. So because of that, you can get to the back. Just like that. One mob left. Let's skip it. One Z buff here. You can put a red up here if you feel like it. Like you see how these 2 parashes weren't getting aggroed. Then I'll just finish these. I'll go over to the next pack. I still have my Z buff on, so I don't need to pop E buff. Okay, you see how there's like 4 mobs here? You can actually go up here and you put a red orb here. Sometimes like your pull doesn't go the way you expect it to. Like damage isn't spread out evenly and your Kariba still lives. So that's what I do. Go back here, bring all these mobs. I should have made sure the Kariba over there on the right was aggroed properly. Then see half of them is still here, so I can pull with my chain lightning. So I can make sure I clear all of them. Move on to the next pack. These are kinda scuffed too though. I noticed that my voltaic combo isn't up, residual lightning combo isn't up, so I just opt in for fireball combo first. Always have an eye on your two main damage combos, which is your fireball and residual lightning combo. See, for me, I have my residual lightning combo here, because it's basically the same amount of time. You can just gauge on when it's up, and my fireball combo is here. If both of them is down, because I was using on a pack before, I would opt in with like a bomb earthquake or magic arrows. But none of this is staple. You should always do what you feel is right, and you'll get used to it. Half of that is 4, so I can pull up to the next mob. Next pack. Because there's only 2, I'm just gonna skip it and move on. I'm gonna put a red orb here though, because of the overpull I had before. It'll just help me clear this pack a bit fast. I can go back to the normal pulls. Okay, you see how I'm not pulling that mob because I aggroed a bit more? I'll spend that time to kill these mobs just so I can pull the Kariba. I can pull it all the way over here, and I'll put a red orb. Move on to the next. When the tower goes down, I'm just going to pull it to the side. Pull those over here. Gonna have to check my Discord messages because some people are spamming them. Jeez. Stop. This pull is very standard. It's you just pull. Same with all these, but like you see those, you want to pull down here. Don't want to go too far, as these guys would go out of range. That's enough of them. Move on to the next one. And back to the start. I'll show you a full rotation now. Pretending like I'm starting. There's extra mobs, I'll go up. Bomb Earthquake as a filler. Reposition. Few extra mobs, that's fine. See if I can pull the Karaba. I can't. So I'm gonna kill these mobs. Try pulling it now. I can now, so that's okay. Red orb. Rotate my SA skills. And the whole place should be cleared. I was E-buff here. I'm gonna bomb Earthquake because my fridge is not up yet. Reposition. Bring that over here. Gonna Earthquake now because there's no other skills I can use. Finish off with a meteor. Red orb down. Nothing up, so I'm gonna fireball. Fireball magic arrows. I noticed that casting magic arrows by itself is slower than if you fireball magic arrows. So I just like doing that. I don't know if it clears faster or not though. So bring it over here. Meteor to finish off. I'll bring it over. I don't need red orb because most of the mobs are already aggroed. Bring it back to the start. And we're back. Right, so this is the start of the second pull. I'm just clear these mobs. Alright, so you've done this pull and you've perfected it. Probably did more than what I asked, and you added more stuff that's more suited for you. And you still overclear. Or you overclear, so you'd want to pull this back over here. Right here. I noticed some people would like drag these to over here, but personally I like bring the mobs from here to here, because then the tower won't shoot me and I won't get slowed. But personally it's still up to personal preferences. I'll put a red orb behind. I'll make sure when I'm here I would equilibrium break because it gives me FG. I time it to when the tower shoots. You can either drag it to the left or the right. It's up to you. Kill all these mobs. My rotation's done, but there's still one or two, so like my skill rotation's done, but there's still one or two, so I'll drag it over to the left. Now bring it over here, drop a red orb. drag these guys over here. Then the rest of the pull is basically the same, because that pull is just the extra few mobs that you need to extend it. Oh. Nothing else has changed except for that pull in front. Same stuff. I like having my skills on the bottom, as said before. Just a bit of clarity and knowing what you can do. It's just your skill combos are just more fluid in general. I know that I pulled a bit more from over there, so I'm gonna red orb. Alright, that's cleared. Gonna drag all these here. Back to here. Red orb behind. I would equilibrium break at the start because the tower turned around super fast somehow. Leave that mob. Then drag all these over here. Back to the front. Put a juicy, a red orb. Earthquake the filler. I'm not gonna bother to drag those over because it's only 4. Next pack. I got slowed because I repositioned bad. See, I can still improve on my pose, but I try not to get slowed. Reposition. I noticed my fireball explosion wasn't up just in time, so I had to opt for magic arrows. Damage on magic arrows isn't too bad, so don't be afraid to use it. But try to make sure you're in the middle of a fireball combo, because that 10% cast speed that you get from casting fireball helps with magic arrows a lot. And last pull. And we're back to the start. hopefully this video has helped you to understand the pulls in Sycraia. If you have any questions, you can ask me below. I'll just do one more rotation in case you guys don't understand. I'm gonna stop on the first rotation. Ah, shit. You can go on the right here as well, but it's up to you. Bring all these over here. On C buff. Once this goes down, I'm gonna move. I move. One knight. Oh, knight disappeared. Ah, shit. I could have taken it one more time, man. It's fine if you see that you overpull this guy, because you can pull these mobs here as well. This is only different from the first pull because you try to make sure that you clear this pack fully. You don't want to bring this crab over there because it messes up the rest of the rotation. Gonna hold a meteor because he's gonna attack me. See, does he attack me? So I can rotate again. On to these mobs. Wizard also relies on FPS a lot, so if you can lower your FPS by a bit, it'll help a lot, especially with your first few skills that you use when you group a pack. Your Frigid, or your Voltaic, then Frigid, then Earthquake. I realized that it's a lot faster if you have higher FPS. Right, back to the start. I'll show you guys again briefly the first rotation if you don't overclear. Okay, usually when you clear the first time, there'll be mobs left over, which is okay, which is good. You can use it. Go over here. Make sure to kill the crab. Make sure you can aggro the crabber. And bring it over here. You can cast a blizzard here if you want. It's personal preference again. It will help you clear faster, but make sure you're quick casting it or cancelling the cast animation. I'm gonna leave that one guy, and rest of the rotation simple. I'm gonna do this last pack. Yeah, end it. It's a bit scuffed. I'm still improving on the pose and what can be improved. So maybe in a future update if I change my rotation. But so far this has helped me get decent amount of trash root, and I'm happy with it. There's some people having trouble pulling in Sycraia, so right. Side note, in the middle here you'll be jumping a lot like this. A lot of people I see would just keep doing this, but you can actually see how this is magical evasion. It's fast when it's off cooldown. When it's on cooldown though, you can't double jump. You just be pop, pop, and it's pretty slow. And then, but the thing is, you have this skill. I'd rather this skill over this, just because it gives you more movement, or more space, like more distance as you travel. If I move back, see I move a bit further, I mean it helps. Also, I notice some people use shift when they jump. So when they jump they hold shift. So, but the trouble with that is that also casts your magical evasion. You see? So make sure you're not holding shift. When I'm just holding D and LMB, I move a lot further, and magical evasion is not on cooldown. See? See how much further I went compared to holding shift and not holding shift. Right, that's closing notes, and that is all. You can ask questions if there's anything else I left behind.